Good early morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Doing a brief, short reading for the collective today, and I'm using the Whispers of Love tarot deck. Couldn't make up my mind between that and the Dark Goddess, but the Whispers of Love was my intuition. Just a quick one on how are you coping with full moon we've just had. It was quite a potent one. So with this reading, as always, if it makes sense to you, take it. If parts of it don't resonate with you, it's not for you. There might be aspects that are. Usually if you tune into a video, it's because there's something that you're needing or something that's drawing you towards it. So first one is forgiveness. Now, often people think that forgiveness is about forgiving others. Actually, sometimes when we dig really deeply, it can be about self-forgiveness, and it can be sometimes we don't realize we're carrying a lack of forgiveness to ourselves. We actually think we're carrying it towards others. So when we dig deeply, it might be that we have regret, or we might feel that we need to make amends with somebody that we weren't able to a long time ago. And what it can generate is a lack of forgiveness, which means that we can go into self-judgment, self-criticism. So are you finding that you need to meet yourself somewhere with self-forgiveness? It might be a way that it might be something to do with how you've treated yourself or situations you allowed yourself to be into for too long. But remember, we are having a human experience. We are allowed to make blunders. We are allowed to make mistakes. We're allowed to have regret, but it's what we do with it. If we get stuck there too long, it's no longer productive. There are lessons in every experience we have, no matter how dreadful that experience is. There's something we can learn about ourselves. The antidote to self-forgiveness is self-love, self-compassion, self-kindness. So if you're really struggling with self-forgiveness, look at what the blocks are to forgiving yourself. Look at how much you may love yourself or not, how compassionate you find you can be with yourself, or are you quite critical? That's the work for you to do in order to get to self-forgiveness, because often these things are about the journey to get to the thing that we need to work on and maneuver through those blocks. It's not actually about just getting to self-forgiveness. It's what do I gain along the way from trying. So a jumper that I had was being authentic, being your true real self. Well, I seem to be getting quite a pocket of people coming forward saying, who am I? Referring to themselves. Indeed, what an amazing question. And then they'll sit in this space of discomfort of going, but I don't know where to start. How do you start knowing who you are? Absolutely. And people can see that as quite a stressful journey. It's not, it's beautiful. It's exactly when you don't know that you're starting to know. It's exactly when you're starting to ask those really, really important existential questions about who am I? What is my purpose? Why am I here? Why does all this exist? What part am I playing in it? What part would I like to play? What part am I limited in? That's exactly when you're going somewhere. You start to work through the discovery of, are you a clone of what you've been told to be, or is there somebody else inside you that is nothing to do with the clone that you've been trained to be, and actually has other passions, other ideas, other values? It's a beautiful gift. The gift is to yourself. Treasure your loved ones. Well, your loved ones can be anyone. They can be your pets, they can be your best friends, they can be your employers, obviously they can be your family. But remember, family is more than just blood. So you may find that you love your family dearly, but you can't be around them all the time. You may find you've got a collection of friends that are very, very strongly feeling like family. So we have soul groups, we have soul connections that the universe is very clever to place us with at certain parts of our life. And it can be somebody that we just feel instantly we already know them, or that often means that they're here to teach us a lesson, vice versa. That doesn't have to be a horrible lesson, it can be nice. And we can just connect with people at certain times in our lives that are fated points in our charts for us to have guidance, support, camaraderie, love, connection. Even if that person doesn't stay forever, there's always an unspoken bond. Treasure your loved ones has got to include yourself. You need to be your own loved one as well. What we give to others, we must give to ourselves. Otherwise, there's something slightly inauthentic there. That's not a judgment. I've done that. I've given loads to others on different levels and none for myself. Well, what's going on there? How can I give to others if I can't give to myself? So treasuring your loved ones is also making time for those people that you kind of want to pencil in but don't get round to, because it's exactly when you don't have time that it's time to make time. Have a great Tuesday.